Hello, it's your boy Gamer Ryan 3587 coming back at you with another upload, playing as the Detroit Pistons, my NBA games. If you're new, don't forget to turn on the notification bell to know when I go live on YouTube. Also comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media Gamer Ryan 3587 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thank you. Peace. All right.
And preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to get... And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K. And already, Coach, some teams have found their rhythm, while some others seem to be way off to start.
Well, Brian, that can be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you've changed your system from the year before. Maybe you've changed your roster significantly. Maybe you have some guys who didn't come in as ready as they could be due to conditioning or injury. Every situation, every team has a different set of challenges.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, small forward.
And this is how you know Halliburton is feeling it. Shooting with assertiveness off the dribble. Nice.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Yeah, and I can't help but remember Tyrese Halliburton in the 2024 All-Star Game. A spectacular performance from him in that one. And the icing on the cake, him dropping the shot that took the East point total to over 200 points. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Hardaway from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting lead. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Yep, that one's good.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
And Allie LaFour spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Allie?
I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass to Harris. Over Siakam. Harris misses.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Halliburton's got an open look. Great look there, but off target.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Cunningham drops in the layup for 2.
Got it.
He's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, once he gets momentum going towards the rim, Cunningham is hard to veer off course.
Mathurin passes to Nembhard. Right wing. Here's Siakam. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Siakam's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Will stand for the Detroit Pistons. The rebuild continues.
Well, Brian, it's a process that almost every franchise has to go through at one time or another. You just hope players don't feel lost in the shuffle and they keep playing their best basketball.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
Here's Holland. Siakam pulls down the board. Pacers leading by 5. From behind the arc. Rebound Detroit. This their first chance to take a look at Indiana this season. Holland for 3. It's not going to go for him. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Outside for McConnell. Here's Nembhard. And the 3 off target.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And here's Schroeder outside. On target from range.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way. You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Beasley misses. Here's Nembhard. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
That's the end of the first.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Holland. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. McConnell finds Halliburton. Let's go with a 3. They get it back. Jackson misses from close range. The Pistons trailing. Beasley for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Got it.
Beasley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys,
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Halliburton's got his second basket on the night.
What a release. Halliburton getting rid of it.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for McConnell. And, Coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of, if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You'd like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's some times where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to be a better recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating. They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Here's Neesmith driving inside.
Just such a terrific dunk.
And born to fly, that's for sure. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter, third of the game so far.
Harris outside. Pass to Cunningham. 3-pointer. A 3-ball, no problem for Cade.
And Cunningham responds confidently at the other end.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. 4-point game. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Indiana with some changes. Siakam, he's checked in for Toppin. Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. And it's McConnell in for Halliburton. 1:16 left in the second period. Up again. And Fontecchio pulls it down.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And it's Cunningham missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Turner passes to Siakam for three. Matherin. And Cunningham pulls it down. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Fontecchio. Baseline try. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's Matherin. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And Matherin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Here's Klintman. He's covered by Siakam. Here's Beasley. Second chance shot. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw no good. Nesmith, he's checked in for McConnell. Good on the second one.
Yes, he made the second one. That's good. Good job.
There's 25 seconds left in the half. Siakam in the post. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Turner. Siakam outside. Shot clock at 6. And then Siakam with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Indiana ahead. They're up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after half. So far, boy, you gotta like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Nembhard and Matherin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back
what are you
to the
guys'
NBA
plans
three-point
for
line.
Easter?
He just didn't have enough
Let
legs
me
in
know in
his
the
shot.
comment section
After
down
his shin
below.
surgery, he redefined his form
Easter.
and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off out. Pure three-point range.
Measuring that corner triple very well. I like seeing Cunningham bury these types of shots.
Outside Matherin. Pass to Turner. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance. Turner's got 7 points.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
And there's Cunningham outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
That's good by Thompson.
Well, you got to like Thompson's readiness. Coaches love a guy who is always ready to get involved.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you.
know
Has there
that
never been
was
a more
gonna make that
intimidating
move
team
on.
than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they were fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Stewart, he's checked in for Duran. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. Beasley's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Schroeder in for Cunningham. Nesmith, he's checked in for Indiana.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
That's good by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Pass to Turner. Nesmith with it. Launches a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Neesmith's got his third basket on the night right there.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Out of bounds, it'll be Pacers ball. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
It was a virtuoso performance. They ran the offense through him time and time again.
Nembhard outside. Turner, a screen on Beasley. Here's Nembhard. The rebound by Detroit. A minute 22 left in the third. Beasley into the lane. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Detroit shooting their fifth and sixth free throw attempts tonight. And Indiana with some changes. Toppin comes in for Turner, and T.J. McConnell subbed in for Halliburton. Pacers leading by 6. McConnell with it. Beasley covers. Pass to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. The three-pointer off the mark. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Holland. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. There's 48 seconds left in the third. There's Neesmith with the three. The rebound by Stewart. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
It's good.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Siakam draws the double. Out to the right wing. And here's Toppin from the arc. And Indiana misses again. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. To the left wing. Holland for 3. That shot missing.
Nope.
Nembhard outside. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holland.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Fires away from way outside. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Pacers out in front, up by 4. And time for a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Holland. Marcus Sasser is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Stewart in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Detroit right now. Fires from deep. Beasley misses. Pacers leading by 5. Halliburton attacks. And the shot's good.
And we're seeing a great mindset from Halliburton on offense. He's attacking relentlessly and getting well rewarded for it.
Here's Sasser. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting at a respectable 49%. Halliburton outside. Fires for 3. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Halliburton's got 9 points here in the second half. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So both teams changing it up here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. And coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with this stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. B.A.?
Thank you for that, Allie. Halliburton bounces high off the rim and drops. Halliburton's got 20 points.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense play.
Durant. Indiana with a rebound. Here's Siakam. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Harris.
I like how Siakam uses his body control to adjust to what the defense is doing.
So he comes up empty at the line. Pistons trail by 8. Hardaway from outside. Here's Duran. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Duran's got his first points in this one. Pass to Turner. Nembhard outside. To the paint. And then Turner with the dunk.
And I'll tell you, Matherin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter. Jumps up. Halliburton all the way.
And the coaching staff wants Halliburton to take advantage of easy scoring opportunities, including finishing in transition.
And here's Harris outside. He buries it from 3. Harris has got himself on the board with a 3 there. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. Inside. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Hardaway finds Cunningham. 3-pointer, no good. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. Pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Nembhard with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Here's Siakam. Duran with a rebound. Detroit has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Hardaway. Basket's good. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth. Halliburton, pass to Nembhard. Outside Matherin. Pass to Nembhard. And he banks in the layup. And the Pacers lead by 9.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
And Duran with the basket on the assist by Cunningham. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Ooh, poked away. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. And then Turner with the dunk.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Here's Nembhard, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
We lost.
Now returning.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth, and they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Push, but no cigar.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. Detroit calls timeout. 5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.